Hi everyone, and welcome back to Ask Alexa Therapy Facebook Live. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and thank you for every week sending in your questions, because I think it's so important each week, each month, each day to be able to share these moments with each other and also answer these questions, because so many times as a community we have different things that we're going through, that we're experiencing, and I think it's important that everyone knows that they're not alone and that there's a community here to support them. Well, let's get to tonight's question. Dear Ask Alexa, how do I begin the healing process after a toxic relationship? This is really a very powerful question. And so many times a toxic relationship can be a family member. It can be a romantic partner. It can be a friend, and it could be a coworker. So I don't know which exactly person this is for this person that wrote in, this viewer, but let's just answer the question. Any toxic relationship, how to begin this healing process is to be able to first acknowledge that you are in a toxic relationship, that you were in a toxic relationship. And I commend you for stepping forward and writing in this question, because so many times when you're in a relationship with someone who's toxic, they convince you that maybe you're the problem. A lot of times there's gaslighting, where they think maybe you're the one having the issues. They make you think you're the crazy one. So I think it's very empowering to be able to first stand up and say, I'm in this toxic relationship. And then two, be able to stop this relationship. And again, a lot of times you have to make sure you're safe. Because if you're in a toxic relationship that's physically abusive, emotionally abusive, safety always comes first. So I would always say reach out to your safe people. If it's a family member, a coworker, a friend, a priest, going to a community person, or seeking professional help. Because while you're in a toxic relationship and ending a toxic relationship, it's very important that you have the support system. It doesn't just end when you end the toxic relationship. There's so many different layers that happen afterwards. Like the grieving process, you will be going through many different stages of sadness, of confusion, of wondering, did I do something wrong? And these are all normal, but I want to make sure you're not stuck in these different scenarios that you play in your head, because so many times in any relationship, people will look back and play, Monday morning quarterback and look over every fight, everything they did to see, did I do anything wrong? Did I have a role in that? While that's important in some relationships, when you're in a toxic relationship, that's not necessary. No matter what your role is or what you did wrong in a relationship, or maybe you could have improved in something, that doesn't give anybody the excuse to emotionally abuse you, physically abuse you, or verbally abuse you. So I think it's very important to, first of all, be able to say that to yourself. Okay, this was a toxic relationship. I didn't deserve how I was treated, how I was spoken to, and then start the healing process of self-care. How would you like to be treated? How would you like to be spoken to? And make sure you turn into that person who does that for you. And I know it's incredible and it's great to always have that companion, that love interest, or even that family member that really takes care of you, that you want that bond with. But sometimes we don't have that. So I think it's important that you become that bond. And I'm not saying to isolate yourself and that there aren't any good people out there, because they are. There are many incredible people out there. But you need to be that role model for yourself of how you're going to be treated. You need to teach people how to treat you, how to speak to you. If not, they can't sit at your table of life. Once you start healing, though, from the toxic relationship, it's going to take time to really be able to build boundaries, to start building up or rebuilding your sense of self. You need to start healing from the trauma, from the abuse, from whatever toxicity went on in that relationship, and then start working with someone, a professional, on how you're going to set boundaries moving forward, that this behavior will not be allowed in your life. And if there are any red flags or signs of that, because in life nothing is guaranteed, that you will be able to set that boundary and be able to walk away. And I know sometimes this is easier said than done. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. But these are all long-term goals, and goals for you that I want to plant this seed in your head, that you're worth it. You deserve to be treated well. You deserve to be spoken to in a certain manner. And any toxic relationship, no matter how much you love this person or how long you've been with this person or how much they've done for you, a toxic relationship is a toxic relationship. Sometimes you need to know it's enough. If the person is not able to say, I did something wrong, or take any responsibility for their behavior, then don't expect them to change. If the person is working on it in therapy, then it's your choice. Do you feel that you want to wait around to see if this person has the potential to evolve, to work on their behaviors, to become a better person? But make sure you're empowering yourself. Don't put the power in the other person's hands. Also, always remember, you have the power. You have the last say. And toxic relationships are hard. Sometimes you don't even know that you're involved in one until you're already in the throes of it. And sometimes it takes days, months, weeks, years. And people say, I should have known better. I'm a strong person. Why did I put up with that? We don't want any of that negative talk or self-judgment. Make sure you put that to the side. I know, again, that's easier said than done. But don't beat yourself up, and make sure you're not taking the voice of the toxic person and now you becoming that person and speaking to yourself like that. So always empower yourself, positive affirmations, speaking to yourself in a positive manner, surrounding yourself with those that have your best intention, self-care, doing things for yourself to begin the healing process. It could be going to yoga, going for a massage, going for a walk, working with people who are healthy and like-minded. Make sure you start exposing yourself and then surrounding yourself and building your inner circle and also your outer circle for those that are on the same page, but also those that are healthy and want the best for you. So again, thank you so much for writing in this question, because I think everybody at any point in their life has been in a relationship that's been toxic. Either it's been a work relationship, a family member, a friend, or a romantic relationship. So this is really across the border and really goes across all areas of life to make sure you're always setting boundaries and know self-care is not being selfish. You have to put yourself first, and unconditional love doesn't mean you put up with abuse or toxicity. So again, thank you so much for writing your letters in. Thank you for tuning in. Please send in all questions to info@askalexatherapy.com or here on Facebook. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Regina and Nana and Mary Kay. Thank you so much for tuning in. And please tune in each week and each month for the Alexa Show. Once a month, I'll be doing a special episode, Ask Alexa, and I'll be answering questions again from you, the viewers. And check out my new episode that will be coming out soon, and I'm just so excited about it. We have so much incredible stuff coming up on the Alexa Show. And my new book is finishing up the editing process. Your Walk in Life will be coming up soon. So there'll be a lot of different speaking engagements and workshops to come. And I'm just so excited to be able to be with you, the viewers, more, and hopefully meet a lot of you in person. So again, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Everybody have a good night, and God bless.